Onions are delicious. You know what's not as delicious? Spoilers. You know what the small positive between some with some spoilers is? Nailed it. Words are very difficult when you're stupid. I still let Miorine on my phone. I have them twice actually on the thing. I also have I get the picture of them. I get the picture of them doing a big sleep with the squad. It's pretty great. Anyway, point is, do you know what's not? No, wait. No. Do you know what is okay sometimes with regards to spoilers? I'm going to talk about spoilers for this episode. Do you know what is? Fuck. I don't even have melt brain. I'm just stupid. Do you know what is kind of one of the small positives with spoilers? And it's really the only thing you can really hold on to in a situation like this is you don't technically would you shut the fuck up, dogs? You don't technically know for sure, for certain, for realsies and actual, for guarantee that it means what you think it means. That being said, based on previous information with which you have absorbed due to watching the fucking show, you might see it and go, context clues makes me think Nori is gonna die. Anyway, so yeah, quickly before we talk about this again, it's been insanely hard avoiding G-Witch spoilers for the reasons of I exist on the internet, and also people really like the show, and also I really like the show, and also Twitter knows that, and it just fucking shows me pictures. And also, here's another problem. I don't know if you noticed this, I'm watching a lot of Yuri anime currently, and have been a fan of that in general. I like ladies, and I like ladies who like ladies. And I like to like the ladies who like ladies. It's like there's a lot of good combinations there that vibe with me personally. Also being so invested in things like Ruby and shit like that, which has a very notable lady situation in it. Twitter knows that I'm a fan of that and supportive of it, and so it will just fucking throw it at me. Even if I have everything muted in regards to the show, so it will find a way anyway. I don't know why I'm talking about Twitter, because that's not where I got spoiled from. Yeah, so, fun fact. The other day, I was doing, I was talking with someone in the Discord. I was talking with someone in the Discord because, Dan had mentioned that he found out that a VTuber that he liked, because we have VTuber chat, I like VTubers, he had a VTuber that was starting reacting to One Piece, and he really likes One Piece. I don't give a fuck about One Piece, but he likes it, so I'm like, oh, that's cool for you, bro. And it was like, and then someone was like, hey, yo, is the person that's doing that this person? And he was like, yeah, that's the person. I'm like, oh, that person's cool. I like that person. And then they were like, yeah, that person's also reacting to G-Witch currently. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool. I didn't know that. I'm going to keep that in mind for future endeavors. I'm going to keep that in the brain box. So when I'm all caught up, I can go watch that shit. Because I like that person and I like this show a lot. That's a good combination. Whoop-de-fucking-do. And then apparently, YouTube spied on me through the internet and heard that shit and was like, that's cool. What if I fucking showed you the most recent thumbnail from that person's stuff? To which I would say, that's weird of you to do, because I've not looked up reactions to this show for obvious reasons, and you've never recommended any of them to me before. And on top of that, you recommended me the wrong channel of that person's that I watch, because I've never watched any of their anime reactions, which is on a different channel than the one that I have watched stuff from. So why did you do that? And why was this the first one you've ever done? You couldn't have made it be, I don't know, the fucking One Piece thing we were talking about? Because you could have spoiled anything and I didn't care. But anyway, point is, it did that. I was like, ah, shit. That came out today. That's the most recent episode. Damn. That's Noria lit up like a Christmas. Damn. Anyway, so it's so anyway, I'm pretty unless I've blanked and I've somehow to be fair, I confused fucking Suletta and Miorine in the fucking end credits of this. I'm like, I see fucking Miorine do a big hanging dance. No, you didn't. I've seen the show. You didn't. You're wrong. And like again, I don't know for a fact that means like that she's probably not coming out of the episode. Because she's made it out of the episodes previously while being all glowed up in a Gundam and shit. But others haven't. And, you know, it's not, and especially with the conversation we just had about Sophie and the not living anymore, and it's just, I don't have an abundance of confidence. Now, you might say, Shannon, are you mad at that individual for doing that? To which I would say is, fuck no. Are you kidding me? Have you seen my thumbnails? I have literally no right to talk. I put more shit in my thumbnails than anybody, because I put fucking 3 of them in there. Also, I've literally put, like, full-on, like, dramatic moment, important, like, I've put 2 different, like, full-on kisses of, like, big dramatic import in thumbnails before. I've done it twice. I'm a bad person. One of them was like 10 years old, so it didn't really count. So I'm like, if you hadn't seen it at that point, that's kind of on your part. That's like me getting mad about Aerith and FF7. It's just like, I understand that I'm upset, and I'm right to be a little upset, but also, you kind of played yourself, Shannon. We're not going to talk about how fucking Squeenix and PlayStation can't stop playing me too, with just not letting me play it on the fucking consoles that I want so I can get to things sooner, and fuckers. Anyway, point is, like, I have no right to talk on that front. And on top of that, I literally got spoiled by the same exact fucking thing later on in the week from a completely unrelated channel and a completely unrelated topic. So, it doesn't matter. I was gonna get spoiled on it anyway. So, again, going in, I at least know, seemingly, Noria in a Gundam, all glowy, which gives me severe concern. Because again, like I talked about in the end of the last episode, like, I don't dislike Noria. I actually really dig her as a character. I think she has a phenomenal design. I love fucking the way you have it all. She actually did, I didn't really talk about it in the previous episode. She did a fucking great job with her little freak out session. I mean, I hated it, but it was really well done. I'm curious how that's done in the dub. It reminds me of an I failed scene. Who voices Noria in the dub? I don't know. I have no idea, actually. Give it to Jeremy Lay so I can get that again. Anyway. Still probably my favorite performance out of fucking that whole show. And that show's got a lot of really good performances in it. Steins Gate in general is. But fucking Jeremy's I Failed is fucking just horrendous. It is heart-wrenching. It is fucking phenomenal in the worst way. And there's a lot of reasons I like that character. And Jeremy. Point is, fucking whatever the damn. Though if she was Jeremy in the dub, you definitely better not fucking kill her here. Anyway, point is, I like that character. I think she's really interesting. Like I talked in the previous episode, I think there's a lot of really interesting, cool things you can do with that character if you don't kill her. And you can do interesting things if you do that too, I guess, but you could also not, so you could do other things. Other things that would make me do a big smile, maybe. You know, that'd be cool. So I don't know. It's one of those things that, like, I'm not 100% sure, but it would definitely bum me out if that is what ends up happening. It would especially bum me out because of the spoiler, but it would also just bum me out on a story perspective. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. I don't know. Again, especially with the bit we had at the end of the previous episode, it definitely is not giving me an immense amount of confidence. But we'll have to see here how that goes. Again, we've also we've seen instances where that doesn't end up that way. But I don't know. I haven't seen anything. Thankfully, I haven't seen anything from the last episode outside of, like, I've seen the title and the thumbnail because it's on Crunchyroll and it's hard to avoid that shit. Outside of that, I haven't seen anything as far as I can tell. So we're gonna hold out some hope. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how this goes. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else really to say. I talked about everything else I really wanted to at the end of the last episode. Fucking Prosperous, stop it. Delling, I was gonna get mad at Delling. Delling's been a fucking vegetable for the past fucking season, so I can't even really yell at him that much. I mean, I hate him, but, like, I can't even really talk about him because, admittedly, thankfully, he can't do anything. Motherfucker taking a nap. Anyway, like, so, you know, small positives there. Prosper is significantly more fucking around. Oh, I guess I didn't mention anything about them figuring out that Shattuck is fucking everything up. So hopefully that means we beat his ass. Because again, I understand and arguably agree. But boy, you're bad at this. Problem is, he's actually pretty goddamn good at it. But, like, you know what I mean. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Yeah. We'll have to see how that goes. Let's see how everything goes. Just point is, be safe, ghoul. Be safe, ghoul. Be safe, Bob, my boy. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started here with episode 20 of The Witch. We're going to have to see how it goes. Going to hold out my hope. But within reason. And I don't know why I care that much. But I do. Genuinely, honestly, the worst part about it is, it's partially the fucking her and Ellen art. It is, like, unironically, partially that. That's the problem. Is I'm like, that gave me a certain level of hope that I just kept seeing it pop up. I'm like, oh, that would be very nice. If it does the fuck, you know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, let's just watch this fucking episode because I keep stalling. Can we tell that's what I'm doing? But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do it here. Fucking, you be careful. Boop. You be careful. Everybody be careful. In 3, 2, 1, go. Girl, I need you to breathe. I just had this conversation with my audience about you not doing some dumb shit. Beat his ass. Kick him directly in the cock. I mean, fuck him too, but... And also do be careful, because we like the ghoul now. We appreciates the boy. Oh, right, they blew away Homegirl too. Not so great. What the fuck are y'all doing now? God damn it. Like, can you at least be like... You clearly aren't as invested in this as everybody else. Could you just, like, take your little stuffed animal and be like, nah, not gonna listen to this jackass? Like 5 seconds. So many of our problems in the show could just be just solved, but just taking a baseball bat to some people's kneecaps. Like, honestly, just if everyone was in a goddamn hospital bed like Delling, if y'all were just in a hospital, you're okay. We'll be okay. No? I need you and our precious Nika to be okay. Also, baby, I was gonna say, can you slap the shit out of your mother? Maybe, yeah. As we've established, when you slap things, they definitely don't get back up. So that may be a bad example. Said that to the wrong giant robot. I really liked that version of you better, Prospero, I gotta be honest with you. You were so charming and sweet and wonderful. What the fuck happened? How you doing, dear? Jesus Christ, look at your fucking thigh. I'm sorry. Can you be super cool and helpful and wonderful? It'd be cool. God damn. What are you even doing? Are we just scaring him with flashing lights? Or do those have some sort of weird mind powers? Ah. The fucking Hello Games method. I respect it. Sweetie, we gotta get you out of this rut. Shit is not doing super well, and we need you to be cool and badass and awesome. And you being all sad is not helping. Not to put the pressure on you, but oh, come on now. What if you want to? How about you're fucking Ghoul's fucking amiga, right? I like your hair. Did I mention that before? Y'all gotta get some other things in life besides just simping for those two, though. Don't even get me started on fucking Shadiq's fucking crew. Jesus Christ. Ow, my fingers. Be careful, brother man. Would you fucking stop, you weird man? Be careful, brother man. Are you good, dogs? I know, Shadiq's pissing me off too. Would you fucking calm down? Why do you have to have such cool hair? Yeah, I'd say you've... Oh, there's some shit going on, my dude. Girl, you gotta... Don't. What if you didn't, though? For any number of reasons, honestly. Like, a lot of them, actually. Nika, now would be a good time to reunite with the squad and do be safe. Because we love Nika in this house. Fuck. Yeah, if you can talk her out of this shit, like, genuinely. Girl, you don't have to fucking treat your life like that, though. Jesus. God damn, y'all gotta be careful. Be careful so you can actually get that. God damn. I mean, to be fair, brother man, your dad sucked. He was utter trash. Fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, be careful, man. Yeah, I'm not particularly a fan of that either. Sweetie. You gotta let her in, man. And you gotta not fucking die. God damn it, just squat up, please. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Also, fucking, really? We're weed whacking right now? I'm gonna have to edit the fuck out of this. That fucking sucked. That's another one of those, like, I don't really... I don't really know what to say. One of those, like, I got like 80 goddamn things swimming in my brain, but I probably need to stop looking at this image, though. The infuriating thing about that, too, is being so much not wanting that to happen. Even though all of the shit she was doing, right? Like, even, like... Yeah, it was just one of those things where, like, even there at the end when it was fucking... God damn it. I don't know. I genuinely like have like 20 things that are all like fighting each other to say right now. So I guess the smallest thing I can say is I'm glad the people who didn't fucking die, you know, didn't fucking die. Fuck, that sucked, though. You know, it's so frustrating because, like, none of that had to happen. It's like 20 different moments in there. They're like, you could have just not. You could have just not done that thing. You could have stopped. And that goes for like 8 different fucking people. And again, I do think it is a credit to the show when you have a character who's not just done incredibly fucked up things, but like is currently doing them in the moment, and you still really just want them to figure it out, right? Like you still just want to be like, nah, okay, that's the moment, like just go, just like straight up, like in that moment, as awful as it would have been for everyone that had gotten hurt and everything that happened, like Petra dying and shit like that. At least that's what I took from that. I don't necessarily think she got out of that one. And so on and so forth. Like, you know, all of that, like, still in that moment, I'm just like, yeah, just fucking go, dude. Just run. Just fucking dip. That's your out. Just fuck off into somewhere else. You and the dude, just fucking dip. That's all that matters. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those kind of interesting losses, I guess. There's a lot of different ways to kind of handle loss in a show and stuff, and like it's always kind of interesting sometimes the different ways it hits you. Like sometimes you're like, yeah, fuck that guy. Sometimes it's really, really sad, and sometimes it just kind of, you just feel empty. There's a lot of shows out there where it happens and like you feel gross. Like I can't do shows like that. It's one of those things. I don't know if that's something that necessarily makes sense to other people, but just like it really can kill my appreciation for a show and stuff like that in general. It doesn't even have to just be death. Like, I mean, part of the reason I couldn't keep up with like Made in Abyss, for example, is like, don't get me wrong, that scene, nobody dies, but I couldn't do that. Just like I couldn't do that anymore. A lot of the issues I had with like Cyberpunk Edgerunners, for example, is like just some of that just feels gross, and a lot of it is handled really well, but the few that aren't is just like, nah, man. Yeah, 100 different ways you could have done that. That was not the way. You might know who I'm talking about in that show. There's definitely a death in that, and it's like there's 100 different ways you could have delivered that, and that was not the way, man. But like, just. And again, like I'm a fucking Ruby fan. Some fucking shit happens in that show. Yeah, it's fairly rare that I do find something that just leaves me feeling really empty. Ruby's hit me with that at least a good twice. Like, again, where I wouldn't, like, I'm not crying, but I just feel empty. And this show's got two really big examples of that, and I would argue this is a really good example of that. It just sucks. It didn't have to be that way. On like 8 different fucking levels. Weird as it is to say, I mean, I was just talking about it a second ago, but again, there's something about a show that can make a character do some horrific shit, and yet still by the end of it, you like that character more. Even if you despise their actions, you find them more interesting or compelling or whatever the fucking case may be. Again, I talked about I'm in the middle of making that fucking favorite characters chart, and Noria wasn't on that list earlier, and now suddenly I kind of want to put her on there, despite, again, the horrible shit she just did, but just because now I have a giant empty fucking pit in my heart. Again, to always bring it back to Ruby, again, had that as well with Neo. Obviously, the context is different, but in a similar vein of girl basically doing some of the single most horrific shit I've ever seen in a fucking television series. Just fucking unrepentingly fucking monstrous. Still came out of that fucking season thinking she was a way better character than I already thought she was, and I thought she was a really, really fucking great character. Obviously, again, different context with how that plays out and shit, but yeah. That one just fucking sucked. And again, I don't mean like quality-wise or the show, but just I hated kind of all of that. I'm at least glad I had the conversation about the fucking Elan and her thing. I really would have liked that to go a different way. Again, even if they literally never showed up in the show again, but literally just took off, just fucking left, and that was it. For the rest of you never saw him again. God damn it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here because I don't have anything else to say, and that fucking weed whacker is going again. Just fuck, man.